Hi there, Steve Brossman from Business Online TV. It's my pleasure, and I guess it could be my challenge today, to interview David Henderson from David Henderson Online. Welcome along.
Thanks, Steve.
Now, the reason I say challenge is we want to keep this to about 10 minutes, but I think we're going to go way over half an hour. When we talk about people having experience, quite often we talk about people being able to sit on both sides of the fence, but you've got three distinct areas covered. You're a very successful and well-qualified chartered accountant, a highly credentialed and very successful business advisor, and you've run and still currently a CEO of a number of small businesses and major corporations.
That's right.
That covers it.
That pretty much covers it. I mean, I went from being an employee in an accounting firm growing up to working in my family business, which was another accounting firm, at the same time, so juggling two hats. Then from there, merged into ROCG, which is a consulting practice around the world, and became CEO for Asia Pacific for that. And have actually got involved in a number of client businesses, and from those client businesses take on roles where I've got a shareholding and run the business as well.
So if somebody was to come to you to get some advice on business, you're going to be able to look at it from many different areas.
Yeah, basically because we work on it from as if we're working within the business as well. So we've got the financial advice, we combine it with the business advice and sort of mesh the two together. The way we look at it is we will give our clients the best advice that we can. Whether they choose to then take that advice is their choice. But we give them the knowledge to make the decisions rather than just giving them decisions.
That's fantastic. And I can't help but think there are a lot of people out there that have got some fantastic qualifications but don't have the get down and get dirty experience that you've had, particularly when you were growing up and working in two different businesses.
Yeah, and it's also that aspect that because we've also got the financial part in the background, we actually tie it to making money plus the lifestyle. So combining everything together to say, well, a successful business isn't necessarily what everyone else says it is, it's what you want it to be. It's how much money you want it to make, it's what you want your lifestyle to be. Everything has to fit.
One of the things that we were talking about earlier, and you see a lot of businesses, they spend too much time actually working in the business, and one of your sayings, as many others as well, is, you know, if they fail to plan, they actually plan to fail. How do you help people get out of just the day-to-day running of the business so they can take a higher role and oversee it?
Well, one of the things is actually making them realise the benefit of it. The financial part. Also the lifestyle part, so that they actually know that they get more from working outside of the business than working in it. It also then allows them to focus on what actually matters. So combining the financial part with the other stuff that they'll get from doing that part to make them see the whole picture.
Now, not only do you cover the three different aspects that we've already spoken about, you're one of the new breed of using the latest technology to be able to communicate and help your businesses, you know, the digital as well as the face-to-face. Do you want to tell us some of the different things that you are doing? Yeah,
well, basically what we're doing is, you know, to a certain point we decided that as chartered accountants we give a certain level of advice or decision-making process, i.e. someone comes to see us and we pretty much say, okay, this is your answer. What we decided is there's a whole lot of information that person really needs to know to understand what they're finding out, to understand the decision behind it, so that they actually know what the decision is and why it's being made. So through an online medium in today's world, we can actually give them that information through webinars and other things, which we can't do one-on-one. Or to do a one-on-one, they've got to pay us thousands and thousands of dollars.
Right, yes.
This way we can give them tools and information that they can make parts of those decisions and know what they're actually being involved in and how the decisions are made. And also if they then go and see a financial advisor, they can ask the right questions so they know what to ask.
One of your philosophies is to give them the best information possible so they can make the right decisions, and you've actually been working on and developed some software to be able to assist them with that. I find it quite intriguing, and it's certainly going to help a lot of businesses out there. Let's go into that a little bit.
Okay, so what we've actually developed, and we've just finished off recently, is Cash Max Forecaster. Now what that's done is take the last 20 years of my knowledge and how we've worked with businesses over that time and package it into a program. So that program actually allows you to sort of break down your business. By breaking down the business from a financial sense, we're also breaking down the factors that make a difference to it. Right? So instead of the old way where you actually just say, okay, I sold X amount this year, I'm going to sell X amount more next year, it's breaking it down to the factors that make up that sale process.
Right.
So that then you can go, okay, well, if I improve my retention ratio, or if I can improve a conversion ratio, i.e. how much I've actually sold the person or how I sell them, that will give me an end result. And that end result can be 3 or 4 or 5 times better than what you could currently be getting. So we're working on the business rather than working in the business.
Looking at all the different variables that makes up the sale and makes up the continuing cash flows. Is that how I see it?
Basically, that's it. So it's breaking the business down into parts. What it then does is actually let the business owner focus on the part that matters.
Right.
So they're no longer spending their time in the day-to-day stuff that actually doesn't make any difference to the business.
Mm-hmm. Now, you've got an absolute special bonus for the people that are watching this, and you're actually going to allow 50 people to get their hands on this Cashmax forecasting system free.
Yeah, so basically what we're doing is, because it's a new product out to the marketplace, and we want to get it tested and get it working perfectly for everybody, we're opening it up for about 50 free people to start it off and use it. We'll run a webinar around that to actually provide the information on how to use it, and then further details to get them going.
Well, I'm going to delay the release of this video so I can go and get my hands on it first. It sounds like an absolute fantastic tool, and once it is generally released to the business population out there, they're going to be queued up to get it, and they'd be mad not to. Now, we've got a link down below for them to go to DavidHendersonOnline.com.
That's right.
And they'll be able to go register, get their product free.
Well, basically, it's an online product, so we'll actually shoot you out a username and a password and everything, so you can actually go in and start using it. However, to use it properly, we really need to run through that webinar and information process, because there is a lot of guts in it.
Oh, that was going to be my next point, is you don't just leave them hanging, you work
Absolutely
with them.
not. The whole part is actually giving them the process and the tools and information to make it. If I just gave you the tool, it would mean nothing.
Right, yeah. Okay, that's it. Have a look at the link below. I definitely recommend that you go and get your hands on it. We'll definitely go and be signing up for it as well. That's the first part of it. I look forward to having you back again, because there are some great stories and some great tips that you're going to be able to help us with and help the people out there. David Henderson, thank you so much for coming on today.
Thanks, Dave.
We'll see you soon.
Cheers.
Cheers.